Yeah, man, it's good. We're in California. I live here.
All right, the co-main event pits two of the top 145-pound fighters in the world against one another. Currently, he's ranked #9 in the featherweight division. He's 15-2, and he's on an 11-fight win streak. Bring him out, the notorious Conor McGregor. Conor, looking dapper.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, we're gonna have to take turns with those mics. Yeah, you like California so far?
Not particularly, no. I'm a Dublin man. I love my hometown.
Long way from home.
Yeah, you know, I'm over here. I'm over here conducting business, you know, and I don't really care about anything else. So.
All right, well, let's bring out his opponent. He trains at American Top Team out of Coconut Creek, Florida, WEC veteran. Let's bring him out. He's #5 in this featherweight division, Dustin Poirier. Hey, Dustin.
How you doing?
Lots of cheers for you.
Yeah, what's up?
All right, and finally, he is the most successful champion in the light heavyweight division. He was the UFC's youngest champion at 23, Jon Jones.
What's up, California? How y'all doing?
John and Daniel, before we get started, because we know we're gonna have questions about this, now that you've slept on it, just say your thoughts on what went down yesterday and how you're feeling today.
Oh, dude, I feel fine today, man. You know, what happened. You know, I wanted to apologize to all the fans at home that, you know, found that distasteful. Hey, it happened. You know, a lot of people freaking really enjoyed it as well. Did you guys enjoy that?
Sounds like they did. I think.
Yeah, it sounds like you guys did. But to all those who found it distasteful, I want to sincerely apologize on behalf of myself. I apologize for you as well, right? And that's definitely not the way to conduct ourselves. Some people could have got hurt, but everybody's good, fortunately. And we're moving forward. We got a big fight September 27th, only on pay-per-view.
All right, well, the way today's gonna work, we're gonna have some media ask questions first, then we're going to you guys in the audience, we're going to the fans, and then two lucky fans will get to play Jon Jones and Daniel Cormier in the EA Sports UFC game. So let's get started.
Yeah, I don't want to play me. That's all I do. Yeah, I don't want to play me. I'll tell you right now.
Just video games. All right, media, they have microphones here, so just raise your hand if you have a question for these guys up on stage. You have a question?
How you doing, John? Alex Santana with MMA Opinion.
Hey, buddy.
I was just wondering, there's always clamoring for a champ to move up in weight after a long reign on top. And seeing as DC just came down as a top 5 heavyweight, do you see this as a fight that can prove to the fans and media that you could move up and be successful at heavyweight if everything goes well against DC?
The fans aren't shy today.
Oh, they're not shy. Are they selling alcohol out there? Yeah. Oh, that's what it is. You crazy Californians. Hey. Well, let's see here. Daniel, I think, well, I'm pretty positive I'm going to win the fight. I'm very confident in winning this fight. I also don't consider Daniel to be the biggest heavyweight or the biggest light heavyweight. I mean, come fight night, I think you'll see the size and the strength difference in us. So I train against heavyweights all the time. I tend to do pretty good. I'm very confident in my ability to compete at heavyweight. But my goals are all at light heavyweight division. I'm really trying to catch up to some of the greatest fighters of all time, these guys like Anderson and GSP. And I feel as if winning as many championships as I can in the light heavyweight division is what I need to do to really solidify a magnificent legacy.
Thanks, John. And DC, back to you, man. Since John brought up size, and after everything that happened yesterday and all the trash talk on Twitter about takedown defense and all that, is have you considered Jones a threat in the wrestling department? Is this something you've worked on in camp, or you've been focusing on other aspects because you're confident that you're just a better MMA wrestler all around?
Well, a threat, Jon, he was a great scholastic wrestler. I was coaching when he was in high school, so I was very aware of who he was. I know he can wrestle. I mean, I've seen him out wrestle guys in MMA. I'm gonna work on my entire game. I never focus on one individual area. I always find confidence in my gym, in my training partners, knowing that they're gonna prepare me for anything that he can bring to the cage. Do I believe he can wrestle with me? Yeah, I mean, I think he can. I believe he's going to attempt to. Do I believe that I'm the best wrestler in this division? I mean, hands down. So regardless of what he tries to do in the octagon, it's just going to take much more than wrestling. It's not a wrestling match. This is a fight, and it's something that I enjoy doing. I enjoy fighting, and I'm glad that we're going to do it.
Daniel, can I ask you a question?
Yes, you can, Jon.
Could you kind of tell me some of your accolades, because I really don't know as much as I'd like to.
In wrestling? What are you talking about in mixed martial arts?
No, in wrestling. Like I competed at Fargo. I took fourth. I know you went to Fargo.
And again, as
Tell me about it. And
I said with Jon, I was very aware of his achievements. I
want you to tell me about some of the things you won and some of the tournaments you did.
I've won some big tournaments. I was an NCAA All-American, national champion multiple times over. But more than anything, I was an Olympian twice. That's
USA, baby, USA. That's what's up. What place did you take at the NCAAs?
Second.
Nice. I didn't know that. That's good, man. Good.
And last question is for Conor. Mr. McGregor, sir.
You sharp, Conor?
I think whether people like it or not, you've proven to be a very unique personality in MMA. But I was just wondering, where do you take inspiration from? Have there been specific fighters or MMA fighters that have kind of led to your direction, how you handle it in the fight game, how you go forward?
Box that.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just being myself. This is who I am. I like to look good on Wubas. It's what I do best. I'm not trying to be nobody but me. September 27th, I'm gonna rip Dustin's head clean off. It makes no difference about the Dustin LP head. Dustin thinks it's all talk. But when he wakes up with his nose plastered on the other side of his face, he's gonna know it's not all talk.
Hey, Dustin, is this your toughest test today? You fought some of the best fighters in the division, but is this your toughest test today?
Man, to tell you the honest truth, I fought tougher guys, and if Conor could fight half as good as he can speak, I think it would be. Thank you guys.
Look, all you gotta do is look at Dustin's last couple of fights. The last contest he had, he fought a tough reject, an Ultimate Fighter reject, and nobody gave a shit about it, and he got wobbled about 40 times. His chin is deteriorating. Every single contest he gets in, he hits one knee. He does a gust of wind and he does the chicken dance. You know what I mean? Coming up against me, that's not going to be good. I'm going to crack him with a jab and he's going to wobble and I'm going to put him away early. It's going to be a first round KO, mark my words.
September 27th, guys. Come get it, Conor.
All right, next question.
Conor, right in front of you. This is for,
as a kid, I used to like when I was about 3 years old maybe, but this is real shit. That's fake shit.
This one for Jon Jones. Jon, Daniel had the prediction he's going to beat you and then beat you at the Super Bowl show. Do you have a prediction?
I believe I'm going to win this fight, and that in a safe fashion. I say it all the time, and it usually happens. Dude, I tell you what, man, I'm extremely motivated. I'm extremely inspired. Sorry, y'all. Hey, it's been a long day. But I believe that I'm going to win this fight. I think a lot of people are going to be extremely surprised in the way that it happens.
That was going to be my follow-up. When you beat Chael, you said you out-Chaeled Chael. Is that something you're...
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm looking to go out there and take down an Olympian. Me, I had to finish school early. I had a kid on the way, and I dropped out of college. I never got the rest of Division I the way I wanted to, and I feel like my dream in that sport was cut short. So to go out there and to take down an Olympian, to smother an Olympian, to do what I do on an Olympian, it's going to be huge for me personally. So of course, not only am I looking to outstrike him, but I am definitely looking to challenge him in the wrestling category. This is an MMA match, not a wrestling match.
Thank you. And to Daniel, do you believe him?
What?
Do you believe that he wants to out-wrestle you rather than use his reach strike?
I thought you meant, do I believe he's going to win?
No. Just what he's saying there. Do you believe?
Oh, yeah, I do. I mean, I've seen him do it every time. You know, if you watch his fights against Ryan Bader was an All-American. John took him down right away and finished him. Chael Sonnen, he took him down right away and dominated him. He's done it against every guy that as he said, you know, it's a personal goal of his to show that if the opportunity would have presented itself, he would have been successful at that level. I don't think for a second that he wouldn't have been. He would have been one of the very best guys in NCAA wrestling if he would have got to compete at the highest level. That's why he got recruited by the schools that he did. With that being said, you know what? I am so happy he's going to try and get a takedown, because I can defend takedowns and he's going to get his ass taken down and he won't get up. He's going to be stuck there.
If you say something like that again, I swear. No, I'm joking, guys. I'm joking. We're not.
Hey, listen. He could throw that chair at me right now, and I'll sit looking straight. The cops are right there. See the cops? The cops are here. The cops are here. I am not moving.
Hey, anybody but Dave Schaller. You just go sit down there, Dave. Dave, come on out. Come here, Dave. Dave, come here, Dave. Let's go. Jerry. Dude, you sucked yesterday. Where were you? Like, oh, it was
You're
terrible.
a little bit bigger than him. Just a little bit. All right.
You know what? From now on, you do the women's face-off. I think Ronda would have did the same thing, if not worse, though. I don't know.
That's why they brought me in, the muscle. Obviously.
Thank you all for coming. For Dustin, there's going to be a lot of attention on you for this fight. This is really going to be one of the biggest fights of your career. So, as a fighter, do you think this fight is key to getting all the things you want as a fighter?
Yeah, you know, I need a guy like Conor, you know, somebody who hypes the fight and makes people want to see it, and then I go out there and beat him. You know, this is perfect timing for me in my career. You know, I'm mentally focused and ready. It's just the perfect timing, you know. I'm really coming along as a fighter, and I feel like I'm hitting my stride right now, and it couldn't be better.
You get wobbled in every fight, Dustin. Every fight. You get dropped to one knee in every fight. Yeah, I mean, every single fight you get dropped to one knee.
No.
Every single fight. Diego dropped you, Akira dropped you. They all dropped you, Dustin. Come on, I'm gonna hurt you bad.
Diego got me off balance. Akira got me with a good shot, I'll be honest. Yeah, I was being over aggressive. But this fight, I'm gonna be cool, calm, and calculated. I'm gonna take you out, man.
And for the notorious Conor, you're now in the top 10, congratulations. A guy ranked beneath you, his name is Dennis Siver, who recently failed the drug test after his last fight. He says, as long as you were in the top 10, you can get big fights anytime. Some popular guy only needs to get injured, and there you are. I need to concentrate on defending my spot. Now, first and foremost, some guys I don't agree with made it to the top 10 lately. Conor McGregor, for example. He ranks one spot above me now, even though him and his last opponent didn't even have a spot in the top 10 before. Do you have any thoughts on Dennis Siver?
My thoughts on Dennis Siver is he's a midget German steroid head. That's my thoughts on him. So I don't have any thoughts other than that. But if you think, you said congratulations, I'm now number 9. If you think I celebrate number 9, you're highly mistaken, my friend. I don't give a shit about rankings. As far as I'm concerned, I'm number 1. And when Dustin's head clatters off that canvas, they'll realize pretty soon.
Now for Daniel, sometimes we see tensions run really high before a fight. and they'll run really high, and guys will talk trash, but when they get to the fight, they don't really, it's kind of a boring fight. Do you think there's a danger of there being an adrenaline dump before this fight with both of you guys?
No, I think when you got two guys like that can compete the way that we compete, there's no chance that this is not going to be a good fight. I've seen a lot of guys make individual mistakes against Jon Jones. They stay on the outside, and you cannot beat him at range. He's too good at it. He's too diverse in his attacks, and he's too good once he gets comfortable. So there's no chance. If it can be an ugly fight with me just bull charging his ass for 5 rounds, then let it be a boring fight. But I'm not backing up. I'm not taking a step back. The referee's going to say fight, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to get in his face, and I'm going to fight him.
Hey everyone, Ellie Setback here, ES News. All of you are very, very talented. You're among the best of the best. But what weaknesses do you guys see in your opponent?
Hey, Ellie Setback, reporting. Yeah, good to see you, man.
Thanks, John. So
I'm a big fan of yours, you know that?
Nah, thank you, I appreciate it.
Yeah, you're the man, bro.
What weaknesses do you see in DC?
In DC? Well, I won't say he has weaknesses. He has a pretty good understanding of every aspect of the sport. I've seen him throw some pretty good head kicks. I've seen him display good boxing combinations. I even seen him throw a flying kick once. Let's see, his ground, that was ugly.
The guy was actually, the guy was actually pretty far away from me. So yes, it was kind of terrible, but I tried it. You know? It was an accomplishment in itself that I tried it.
He went for it. His ground control is pretty solid. His clinch game is pretty solid. His single legs, double legs. He's a solid, well-rounded fighter. That's why he's undefeated and he's a world champion in Strikeforce. But he does have tendencies. Every fighter has their tendencies, and I've been able to pick out some pretty good tendencies that he has that I will exploit against him. And my camp is just pretty solid, man. Greg Jackson is a very, very smart trainer. I have really good people in my corner in my life that's going to help me get through this amazing challenge. So I can't actually go over what his weaknesses are, but we have found many tendencies in his game.
Same thing, what weaknesses do you see?
Conor's a good athlete. He's quick, he's a good counterpuncher, but he has a lack of experience of fighting real fighters like myself. And that's going to be on full display September 27th. I'm prepared and I'm ready, man. And he's never faced anybody like me. I perform on a different frequency than he's used to.
His weakness is obviously his chin. Look, don't get me wrong. I like the kid. He's a quiet little hillbilly from the back ass of nowhere. I've nothing against the guy. You know what I mean? I'm sure he grew up in a circus or a fair. He's a nice little kid. So Cletus, or his cousin's probably named Cletus or something. He's a nice kid, but his chin is going to be cracked, and it's going to be cracked early. And I don't hit like these people. I haven't got experience at the top level. He main evented one UFC event and lost. I main evented my hometown, and it was one of the best UFC events in history, and I stopped the guy inside 1 round. So I'm experienced. He will know pretty early that he's in over his head. He'll wake up and he'll bow before me.
Alright, we'll take 2 more questions from you.
Well, Megan.
Oh, are you gonna answer?
Hey,
well, Daniel, come on.
No, man, you can, like you said, there are tendencies. I think I know what he's talking about when he talks about the tendencies that I have. But it's kind of hard whenever he hasn't shown many weaknesses. You gotta find, you don't start looking for weaknesses. You look for opportunities. And there are things that Jon does in fights that gives us an opportunity. And that's really all you can ask for. And I believe that I have the team in place that's going to give me the best chance to win this fight. So I don't see many weaknesses. I mean, you can look at his, I think he's probably got like 13, 14 fights in the UFC, and you don't find many weaknesses, but there are things that he does that will give an opponent an opportunity. And I'm ready to capitalize on those things. So I'm ready for the fight.
Can I get any type of hint or a clue? Can you give me a hint or a clue?
Well, the thing is, like, he knows. I have tendencies, and I know what he's talking about because they're glaring.
You know what? Check this out. If you tell me what I'm talking about, I'll tell you the truth.
I know. No,
if that's what I'm talking about.
That is a trick. That is a trick because what if I say some other shit? But that is a trick because I may say something else. But I know that there's one thing that I do that has gotten me in trouble, if you want to call it trouble, that I've been in a fight before, and I haven't been in much trouble. So in the instance that I did get maybe a cut or something, I know it was because of that tendency he's talking about.
You're talking about the Josh Burnett fight, but
so maybe we are on the same wavelength.
Oh.
That will be figured out by September 27th. So don't think you're gonna kick me in the head with your left leg.
Was that right?
I have many tendencies, my friend. We all have.
So do not think you're gonna kick me with the left foot in the head. So.
Oh man, I wish Greg Jackson was here. My sport killer. My sport killer would help me out big time right now. No, he has many tendencies, but thank you for bringing that one to our attention. Yes, we noticed that.
It's fine. I will fix it, guys. I promise.
Don't you guys worry.
All right, 2 more questions.
Wait, hey, where's the Team Jones fans out there? Yeah, there you go. Hey, I see you, little mama. I see you. Yeah, number one, I see you. I see you.
Get your mask!
Hey Conor, this is Will. Does your confidence come from your wardrobe? It's amazing, by the way. I love it.
Thank you so much. You know, I don't know. Who doesn't like to wear a suit? This is a big event, you know. If you give me half a chance to wear a suit, I'm gonna come in with a custom-made suit from scratch, straight from the fabric, fitted perfectly on my fantastic physique. But I don't know. My confidence comes from my performance, my work in the gym, my work ethic. You know, they don't work harder than me and they don't want it like I want it, you know. So my confidence comes from looking around at the division. I don't see anything in the division that troubles me, not one of them. They don't move like I move, they don't think like I think, and they don't talk like I talk. That's my confidence.
What do you think about the way I'm dressed?
You look alright. If I'm being perfectly honest, the green shirt with the grey suit, it's a weird kind of combination. The suit does the job. Yeah.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Alright.
Hey, you asked.
Don't ask.
One more question from the media.
Don't do that again. You need to burn that shirt right now.
Is it not a bit weird, the grey suit with the green shirt?
It's pitiful.
Exactly, it's weird.
Hey, come on, guys.
Was that your idea?
It was the wife.
And you sat in the front row with that bull. That's right. Oh, have mercy.
No more media questions? Anyone? All right, let's go to the fans.
Oh boy.
We don't have tickets or anything like that, so don't ask.
Can we pick them? Who's picking them? Oh, there you go.
Go ahead.
So, because Gustafsson got out of the fight, was it hard for you to have to adapt to his style of fighting?
No, it wasn't hard to adapt. You know, Alexander, he offers a very unique style. He's very different. He's tall. He has very good footwork, very good boxing. Very different. It's hard to find partners to mimic his style. Where Cormier is very similar to a lot of the guys I've faced in the past. So it's a lot easier for me to find wrestlers. It's a lot easier for me to find people with his body type. So this camp was a lot easier for me.
Can I ask you a question, John?
Nope. What you got, Max?
What about this social media stuff that went down with you and Gus?
What part?
About the belt.
Oh, about the belt?
Yeah.
So someone drew a picture of him and they put the belt in, and I was just like, that's my belt. I don't really know why my belt's in his picture. He didn't want to fight. So yeah. So then he got mad and he posted a picture of the cut over my eye, and he's like, I hope you're reminded of me every time your cut opens up. And I'm like, dude, you lost. You sound like a sourpuss. He lost. Who lost? Well, a lot of people think I won, a lot of people think I lost. That's the beauty in it. Hey, but were you not entertained? Yeah, that's what it's about. That's what it's about. Hey, that's not nice.
All right, who else has questions?
Come up here and say it to my face. Security, let him pass. Yes, let him pass.
Go ahead.
Okay, I've seen a lot of your interviews, and you're big on like the mental side of the game. And how would this be mentally if you lose your 2 fights out of 3 to Cormier? Because you lost to Jon Gustafson.
He's not making sense. Next question, please.
I'm nervous.
I'm nervous. Oh, sit down. You sit. Won't give him a seat. Sit down.
Hey, Daniel. Right here, Doug.
You're yelling.
Hey, are you gonna wear any goggles with your fight against him? He has a tendency to poke eyes. I mean,
that's my move, man. That eye poke works. I don't know why no one else is doing it.
You know, man, honestly, I've said this time and time again that tall guys like Jon, they really try to gauge range, and I think that's all he's doing. I think the eye pokes are accidental, actually. Vladimir Klitschko does it a lot, but he has boxing gloves on, so he doesn't really poke anyone, so I'm not worried about it. You know what I mean? I'm not going to spend and waste energy on things that I can't really control. I'm just going to train and be prepared to fight, you know, so if I get poked in the eye, I get poked in the eye. You know, you got to be willing to climb a mountain, swim an ocean in order to become the champion. And that's exactly what I'm going to do on September 27th.
It took me 3 like that. How are you doing it?
John, you're rude. I was actually talking.
My bad. You know, you're right. My bad.
Hey, can I talk? Can I finish?
Can I talk?
Can I finish? 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 This was Jon last night on Fox. Can I finish? Can I finish? Can I finish?
No, I didn't say that. I was like this. I was like this. Can I talk?
Did I let you talk?
Can I talk?
Did I let you talk? Did I let you talk? Did I let you talk? Did I let you talk? Did I let you talk? God dang, well, what the fuck? Let me talk.
Alright, that was terrible. I'll stop.
I know you don't like talking to DC fans, but
where are you?
Right over here.
Oh, it's this guy. Oh, he's sour. He's sour. So check this out, guys. I was at a restaurant earlier today, eating outside, and he goes, "You suck. DC's gonna kill you, right?" So I give him one of these.
What I said was, take the pictures now before DC ruins your face.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. So outside, he wanted an autograph, and I was like, no.
Okay, so listen.
And so now he's all mad.
Okay, Jon.
Who I got an autograph outside?
Jon.
Yeah, turn up.
I'm sorry to interrupt you guys, but listen. I'm sorry to interrupt you, Jon. In this instance,
can I talk?
Guys, can I talk? Can I talk? Jon, can I talk? Listen, guys. I'm not trying to interrupt in this instance. Guys, don't do that and then ask for a picture. It doesn't work. So in this instance, Jon, I agree. Don't insult someone and then ask him for a picture. It doesn't work.
In my defense, I was asking for his pick on the McGregor fight.
Oh, look at this.
I got McGregor.
See, the DC doesn't even stand up for his fans. See how it is? See how he is?
In this instance, you don't.
Man,
it won't work. That's a lot of guys have. I am telling you right now, a lot of people have a problem with that as fighters. When sometimes it's like on Twitter, you know, when people just insult you until you respond. It's like it's not gonna make them your friend.
You suck.
He's lying, DC. Come on, he's lying. He's fake.
Now I could believe that. I could believe that, but. You know, I believe you over Jon, honestly.
Thank you.
Basically,
but my question was, is this getting to you as much as the talk between you and Rashad is getting to you?
Oh, you got a question for me now?
Yeah, that was my initial question.
Oh, I'm not answering your question. I only answered to your own questions.
Jon. Thank you, though.
That's cool, huh? Hey, I'm not answering. No comment.
Hey, Jon.
What's up, baby? Where you at?
Over here on this side, dude.
Hey, buddy.
I'm a guy.
So about your buddy, yeah. Whose team are you on?
You don't have to answer.
I won't say right now. I'm actually just a big fan for both.
All right.
But this first question, Benavidez, really? Sorry. I'm sorry that slipped out. Jon, if it goes
are you going to defend your man?
Say something, Megan. Megan, say something.
Well, I don't know what to say.
We all think Joe's pretty cool, actually. He's got great style and he's good looking. I mean,
And he's
Okay, good
pretty good
answer.
at fighting.
Thank you.
Anyway, what's your question for these guys?
If John, in your opinion, if Gustafsson and DC were to fight, who would win that fight and how?
You know, that's a tough one. That's a tough one to call. It wouldn't matter. It would depend on whoever imposed their will better. I think Gustafsson would pick him apart. I think DC could smother Gustafsson. We all saw how Gustafsson did against Phil Davis. I mean, literally, he was getting choked for like 2 seconds and he tapped out. I learned a lot about his heart at that moment. He didn't even like try to get out. He was just like, oh, you choked me, I tap out. I was like, wow, that's pathetic. You know, it depends, man. It depends on who came more mentally prepared to fight. I could see either one of them winning the fight. It just depends on how it was all played. I found it tough to take him down. I mean, his hips were a lot better than I had predicted, so we'll be prepared for that in the future. But yeah, it'd be a great fight. It's cool. A great one. Hard to judge. You're welcome, brother.
Okay. Hi, DC. So by the way, I love you.
Thank you, I love you.
A question for you would be, I'm actually betting money on this, so I need to know when you're going to knock him
poor
out.
girl. Don't bet too much, baby.
I want to know when you're going to knock him out. What round?
I'm not going to, actually.
What?
I'm not going to knock him out. He has to stay in there for 25 minutes and take his beating. He has to stay in there and take his beating, so I'm not going to knock him out. He's going to stay in there and take his beating.
Hey!
This question is pretty much for like all of you guys. Obviously, when you're in the middle of training, there's something that you're envisioning happening in the fight that you would obviously like to get done to your opponent. Is there something that, I mean, in which round and how do you imagine you finishing your opponent, Obviously, your goal isn't to go to decision, but I mean, in your mind, how do you see this fight going, with your opponent?
Who wants to start? Justin, go for it.
For me, man, you know, that's something that happens every night, every day, and every time it's different, you know. Sometimes on the feet, sometimes it's submission, but in the end, my hand's raised every time, and I'm 100% confident in that, you know.
You know, he doesn't have a vision of what's going to happen, as you can clearly see. Yeah, throughout training camp, you definitely have shots that you see, that you feel cracking. You know, you feel them shots happen. You know, but this is trust me, this is a first round KO for me. I have no doubt in my mind. His toes will curl, and I will celebrate.
Daniel?
You know what, man? What I really want, honestly, because I've been doing this for quite a while now. It's almost 5 years, and I've been I've beat every guy. So going away so far, I'd like to get tested. At some point in my career, I want to get tested, and I hope that Jon Jones can do that because no one else has proven to be able to test me, and I'd like to get tested in the fight and be in the real fight. I mean, I enjoyed watching him tough through the Gustafsson fight because it showed a lot about his heart and his determination, his will to stay champion. So I want a dogfight, to be honest with you. I want to be blooded up and sore on Sunday because I'm tired of getting up on Sunday morning and traveling home, carrying all my bags and not feeling like I got into a fight. So I want him to come into the cage and fight me.
Make sure you guys document what he just said, all right?
I did. Hey, I swear, I have been waiting for the man that is my equal for so long. Please be that guy, Jon Jones.
Happily obliged. I'm going to win by some sort of knee stump, to be honest with you. That's how the fight's going to be over.
Because of the injured knee?
Yes.
And you know what? And you know what, guys? I would not expect anything different. Give yourself the best chance. You're going to need every advantage you can get.
It's the right knee, right?
Yes, it is. It's actually both. I've got 2 bad knees.
Ooh. Okay.
And you got that right eye. That thing's pretty. It's smiling at me. I tried to poke. I tried to slap it in the face yesterday. Okay, guys. Hey, for the record. Hey, guys, listen. For the record, guys.
You had every chance to slap me.
John actually thinks he won a fight yesterday. I don't know how. And he actually thinks we got into a fight yesterday. I don't understand.
That didn't count. That wasn't an actual.
But you beat me up. That's what you said on SportsCenter. Yeah. Well, I actually
Is that how I sounded?
That's exactly how you sound. Daniel actually, he karate chopped my neck. And when he karate chopped my neck, I responded in self-defense, and then I just beat him up. What? So John, was that really a fight? Yes, Daniel, it was a fight.
Hey, so 1 round to Jon Jones. Good job, champ.
Yes. I did get to figure out that you weren't very strong.
You did say that. That was very surprising to hear, actually, that you didn't think I was very strong.
I'm surprised. You're really
Was I weak? Like, let me ask you a question. Was I weak, or was I just like kind of weak?
Well, honestly, I just see you throw people through the air and stuff, so I'm like, man, this guy is like a little...
So then my technique must be just like superior.
Your technique was good. Yeah, your technique must be good, because you didn't feel very strong at all.
Did you throw me down? Like, did you throw me down, or what happened?
I remember being around your legs and just driving.
Strong, just fucking powerful.
Yeah, these chicken legs were just...
You were just like a beast, just a monster.
Yeah. Fuck. Alright, there's children. There's kids out here. Comment, sir. Comment.
I have a question for Daniel Cormier. I do believe you're gonna beat Jon Jones. Would you give him an immediate rematch, or would you fight Alexander Gustafsson?
I said, honestly, I said if John fought Alexander, I thought he would win. I was hoping to fight John twice. John said something last week that I understand, that this is where I'm going to make the most money. So yes, I would like to make the most money twice. So I'm going to beat him in September and then beat him again at the beginning of next year. And then he'll actually say, I don't want another rematch. He'll be like, that's fine, I'm good. I'll go ahead and do something different.
Okay. I'm crashing with this bull. Can I get a coffee, someone, please? This is
Hey, Jones over here, big fan.
Hey, sweetie.
So after you beat DC, who do you want to fight next?
Alexander.
Alexander?
I gotta get past that. I gotta get it off my, gotta get it out of there.
And also, what do you think of DC's shirts, the breakbone shirts?
That's just so corny.
Really? But you do know what it means, right? I'm not trying. You do understand it's in wrestling terminology, right?
No, I don't.
No, it's not break bones. Like, it's just like mentally, from a wrestling state. Like, I want to put so much pressure on you and beat you and dominate you so much that it'll break your spirit and your will. So I'm gonna break bones.
Oh. Okay.
So you see, so it's actually a lot cooler when you think of it that way, and it's my reality. So it's like, it's a pretty cool shirt.
I get it.
There's a guy back there. Yeah, I like his shirt. It's awesome. Thank you, bud. Appreciate it.
Good luck breaking me.
Dustin and Conor.
Do you really think you're physically capable of pushing me to the limit, breaking me?
Yes. You see, and that's the thing, John. Like, honestly, like, that's the thing. I do.
That's good.
And it's like you're gonna stand across the cage for the first time against a guy that believes in himself as much as you do. You're so great because of your belief, your ability to train, the people around you, yes. But because of that belief and that confidence in knowing that through any obstacle you can get through it. Well, I have that same belief. So that promises to be a great fight, because there is nothing in me that tells me that there is that you can beat me. I don't believe it. I really don't believe you can beat me.
Now you're contradicting yourself.
I'm being serious. I don't believe you can. How am I contradicting myself? What did I say exactly? Exactly, what did I say?
Listen,
I do believe I can.
You've been quoted many times, buddy. You've told me why I'm going to beat you many times.
I told you what?
You told me why I'm going to beat you many times.
What?
You've told me the reasons why I'm going to win many times.
When did I tell you that?
And the things that you say.
Okay.
And the things that you say.
Okay. Well, you're going to have to show me.
I challenge you to break me.
I'm gonna try, bud.
You think you can break my spirit?
I do. I really do.
I challenge you.
We will see on September. See, this is the beauty in all this, you know, like he could get mad, we could fight, but on September 27th, they're gonna close that door, and Bob Cook and Javier Mendez are gonna go on that side of the cage, and Greg Jackson, those guys are going on that side of the cage, and it's gonna be just me, John, and someone else.
Oh yeah.
And that's when it's gonna get good.
And it's gonna be intimate.
and passionate.
And passionate. I'm gonna make him my wife. You're gonna be Mrs. Jones for the night.
That is not true. That could never happen.
I'm gonna rub on that big old belly. And you're gonna like it.
Yes, you will. It's gonna be right in your face. I'm gonna put it right in your face. I'm gonna take it on. I'm gonna smother you with my big old fat belly.
Go ahead.
Am I gonna like it?
It's actually pretty. It's actually kind of nice.
This is getting weird. It's getting weird. Next question.
This is for Dustin and Conor. Dustin, how's it going to feel to be fighting him on your home turf? He's been fighting in Ireland. It's going to be tough for him to fight over here.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be awesome. You know, a couple years ago at the MGM Grand, when we came over from the WC, I stopped the hype train then and Josh Grisby, and this is no different. You know, guy a lot of people look up to and think he's the next thing. You know, and I'm just gonna show that he's not. Simple, man.
It's not his hometown. He's from a little back-ass town, Mississippi or Missouri or some little farm town. Vegas is probably more my town. Look at him and look at me. Who looks more from Vegas right here up on this stage? You know what I mean? So the Las Vegas is the fighting capital of the world, and it's going to lay eyes on a true fighting Irishman. It's a joyous occasion. We can all celebrate in it.
It's great to see an Irishman up there. 2 weeks ago in Dublin, you said that the Irish came not to take part, but to take over. Is your next fight part of the Irish takeover?
100%. One by one, I will collect heads on my way to that gold, you know, and nobody will get in my way here. You know, I'll go over to Brazil as well, take out every man, woman, and child to get that belt. You know what I mean? Every single one in my way is in trouble here. So this is just the next step. Dustin's little pea head is going to get removed. It's going to get put into my collection, and I'm going to get on my way to the gold.
And I can't wait.
We've got time for one more fan question.
All right. DC, huge fan. Jon Jones, you're the man. You've done so many things in your career, but DC, no one has ever kicked his legs. Are you gonna do that?
Well, there's a danger in kicking his legs because of his length and his he can take people down. You know, so I think that's probably why you don't see people kick at his legs much. But I don't fear getting taken down. You know, I'll give a person my leg and dare him to defend to take me down and finish it. So yeah, I'll be kicking at his legs. I'll be kicking at his head and his body. I'm gonna do everything, man. Like you guys, I'm really gonna prepare myself to fight the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world. So as much as we can play around up here, or we can be as childish and immature as we were yesterday, I recognize the task ahead of me. You know I have a tall order. I've got the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world. And an elite level athlete to try and do something that a lot of people don't think can be done. But I know that I have the determination and the will and the belief in myself to get it done. So I'm gonna have to do everything. I can't go in there and just wrestle Jon Jones and expect to win. That won't happen. I can't go in there and have a stand-up fight with Jon Jones and expect to win. That won't happen. I've got to go in there and do everything and use every part of my body, my heart, my will, my soul. I have to leave everything in that cage on September 27th, and I'm fine doing that. I am okay with leaving every part of me in that cage.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why he's a commentator. He's a great talker. You got me over here like, man, that's deep. That is deep. I feel you, my brother.
You are such a dick. You're such an asshole.
I feel you, though. I mean, that was a good speech. I want to write that down.
Is it true?
I'm going to paint that in my man cave, what he just said. That was real.